Hello, viewers at home. You are with your host, Anwagwanongina, and I am not alone. But first of all, welcome to yet another episode of Business Development P. Epanamzansi. I'm not alone, as I said. I am with the most incredible person on earth. Guys, if I say this, it's going to be like I'm joking or something, but let us welcome Mr. Karel. Hi, Mr. Karel.
Hi, good evening. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very strong, thanks.
I'm great. I'm great. Can you just please tell us about yourself? Just a brief one, a quick one. Who are you? Where are you coming from? And what do you do also?
Okay, if I might say, I am from Centurion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a young guy of 75 years old. I've started 15 years ago to find out what is wrong with South African water and how is it possible to get water that water can do the benefit for us as humans as God intended right in the beginning. Because our bodies are 75% water, your blood is 94% water, your brain is 85% water. Surely the water that you drink must make a difference. So I started a serious investigation in 2009, 2010 on water.
So please tell us a brief explanation about ancient mineral water, because you're here to actually like tell the world what ancient mineral water is, because I believe that it differs from other waters, bottled waters from stores, tap water, everything. Please tell us.
All right, if I might say that. Let's cast our memories back a while and say ancient mineral water. How was ancient mineral water created by God? How did it happen? God gave us rain. That rain came down from the heavens, went through storms. That's the thunders, the lightning, the winds, everything. That microstructured the molecules of the water, and that structured water fell on the ground. And in the ground, there's all the minerals and trace elements a human body is made of. When God created Adam, He took the earth and He formed Adam. So we are minerals as big as we are. So that water fell on the ground, it collected all the minerals and trace elements, and that is what ancient mineral water was about. So what we intend about it is to give people water to drink that is as close to that as possible.
Okay, so take us back to take you back a bit. What exactly does your water do? What does it do? How does it work in the
Right,
body?
the water that's in the sunshine body is 75% water. Your blood is 94% water. Now, what gave us two things for food? It gave us oxygen, 40%. We as humans fall down to 18% with all our pollution. It gave us water that's clean, pure, alkaline, and mineral infused. Now, the mineral infusion is very important because that is the electrolytes that the human body is made of. That is the electrolytes in your body. That is the minerals that make your red blood cells repel each other so that they can move fast through your body away from each other to transport nutrients, wash out toxins, control body temperature, control blood pressure, and to take oxygen through your whole body. You need very good oxygen at every organ. And once you got that right in your body, then your organs are fully hydrated, and then every organ can perform its function as God intended. And then you'll be a very healthy person. But the problem with us is we are dehydrated. There's no bioelectrical impulses. Our water hasn't got minerals in, and that is why there's not enough oxygen at all our cells and then everything. And all illnesses start. Slowly, it starts with fatigue, flushed face, constipation, lower back pain, anxiety, depression. That's only the beginning. Simply because we just don't have enough oxygen in our brain and to every organ. Why? Because our red blood cells are clogged together. There's not enough oxygen flowing constantly through our body. And it's the water. If I might say this, let's think about it. God gave us oxygen, 40%, and He gave us water that's clean, pure, alkaline, and mineral infused. The mineral infusion of the water, that minerals is the electrolytes, and that is of utmost importance so that it can help your red blood cells to go through your body and take the very valuable oxygen to your whole body. To give you an idea, 4 minutes without oxygen and you're dead. 7 days without water and you're dead. Don't you think that's very Very important. Those two things that we must look. If we're talking our health, that is what we must do. We must make sure that there's enough oxygen and that and our water is well hydrated. Our bodies are well hydrated. If your body is well hydrated, it's like a fruit just before you pick it and nice and ripe and it can do everything. When you are dehydrated, it's like a prune that fell off the tree and it shrunk in like a then it cannot perform its function. And then all illnesses starts to happen. Okay, talking about illnesses specifically, which illness do you think is caused by a lack of minerals? And if you drink, like, let's say, if you drink your water per se, do you think right, which right, can you, sorry, which illness can it actually eliminate? All of them. Oh, okay. With time, you can eliminate all of them. But then you got to make sure you get enough with water feed. Because in times our body's being dehydrated, but simple things like fatigue, anxiety, um, depression, short attention span, lower back pain. How many people get lower back pain? The lower back pain, nothing wrong with your back. Your kidneys are in trouble because your kidneys is the organ that must clean and must keep. So we give it all sorts of substances and things, but we don't give it good clean water to help the kidney to do what the kidney is going to do. And all of these things, slowly but surely, results to all illnesses. I've had tremendous results from people with osteoporosis, which recovered completely. There is so many different women that's giving birth. Uh, in the olden times, women gave birth at home. Within 2 hours, she was strong enough to show the whole family that baby, and then breastfeed that baby for 2 years. Not in today's life. In today's life, the statistics was 5 years ago, 54% of all first pregnancies is miscarriages. And women cannot breastfeed their babies. Then women go and they buy all sorts of different things because they're pregnant now. And then when the babies are formed, they're small babies, not big, 3 kilos, maybe 3.1. If it's 3.3, they think it's big. Come to the birth time. That baby is not strong enough to go through the birth process. The woman is not strong enough, so they do a cesarean. And that child is on medical treatment the minute he was born. And that woman sat with that scar for the rest of her life. And she can't breastfeed the baby. A child's food is mother's milk, not formula milk. Mother's milk. If you can give your child mother's milk, you got yourself a health. Women can't breastfeed. Why? Mother's milk is made from the minerals that actually are contained in your body. Okay. That's present in your body. If a woman, I've had women drinking our water, they give absolute normal birth, breastfeed their babies for 2 years, and the kids don't go to clinics. They don't need to go. They're healthy. They're absolutely healthy. What are the benefits that we get from drinking this water? Because I feel like most of us don't actually know the difference between tap water and the water that you, right. If I may explain it to this one. Our tap waters, our sewage plants in the country does not work anymore. So our country is designed in such a way that all our sewage gets caught up, be clean, and put back into our rivers and dams to have enough water. We haven't got enough natural dams, so we need that sewage. We used to have it extremely clean. We had a green drop report in our country, which was of a high standard. That has fallen away completely. So our sewage plants do not work. So first of all, in your tap waters, in your bottled waters, so what are they? There is everything that passed through other people's bodies in there. But now with all the chemical contamination and with all these things, the natural minerals that's supposed to be in water is destroyed. And when people start cleaning water, they put it through reverse osmosis and this. Reverse osmosis is the only way to clean water to get the sewage and out. But then you sit with water that's there. It's got no life. That is reverse osmosis water in the pharmaceutical industry. If they use reverse osmosis water, there's big science, not for human consumption. Because that water is hungry, and it binds with the minerals in your body. And every time you go to the toilet, there goes your minerals. And then you are in trouble and you find yourself seeking supplements all the time, seeking something for that. And that is the benefit of drinking this water. You drink this water, your body gets satisfied with the minerals, your red blood cells go and come on, you have enough minerals in your body. I'll give you an idea. There's a doctor in Pretoria that sends people's hair to America for analysis. I'm talking of patients to see 99% come back mineral deficient. Our bodies are minerals as big as we are. God took the earth, which is the minerals, and formed Adam. I'll give you an idea. In the Bible's time, when the Israelis walked through the desert, the Lord gave them manna and he gave them quails. But when he had to give them water, he didn't say catch rain. Rainwater might be clean, but it's got no life. There's no minerals in it. So Moses had to speak to the rock. The water had to go through the rock to collect the minerals and trace elements so that those Israelis were hydrated in the desert for 40 years without one of them dying. That is the way it was in ancient times. Water was filled with minerals. They were mineral infused. The minerals come when structured water falls from the heaven. The storm water comes from the heaven, comes down, goes through storms, thunders, lightning, winds. That microstructures the molecules of the water, and that falls on the ground, and then it collects all the minerals and trace elements. Our bodies are made of. And that's the way water is supposed to be. But now our earth is faulty, our livers are faulty, so we don't get that water anymore. And that is the difference. Where we try our utmost best to bring clean water so that it is absolutely clean, and then we put back all 84 minerals and trace elements that was in water thousands of years ago. And that is what makes the difference.
So, okay, can I first ask you, Aniti, earlier on I picked up about there's also like uranium in in the water, in the tap water, there's uranium.
Right.
So, in that process, how do you do it?
Right, let me explain that. Uranium in mines. In the mines, when you do mines and you break gold and you break gold, there's acid mine rain that comes free. That's radioactive. That's highly acidic. And that was never ever allowed to come in our water sources. It was supposed to be kept in slick dams and in the mines. That is gone. They let it go free now. It got so much of the Standard Bank building of Johannesburg, 6 Simmons Street, the basement floors of that place is only there to pump acid mine drainage out. In 2008, when Professor Anthony Turton did his report, he pointed out that in 2008 it was 30 million liters of acid mine drainage being pumped into SA water sources. pH -3, radioactive. In 2010, 140 million. But what does it mean in our lives? It means that the uranium level in SA tap water, not Gauteng, not bottled water, not tap water, SA water, the uranium levels is 70 milligrams per liter. World Organization states not more than 15, please. Cancer starts at 40. And that is the problem with the high levels of uranium in the water. And we are the only company that makes sure we take the high levels of uranium out first. I want to make a statement there and say the following thing. If we cast our minds back 30 years, 30 years. Cancer in our country was known as a white man's disease. Black people didn't get cancer because of that. Eating habits were different. And yes, once you got cancer from the breast and the prostate, and there's somebody 2 towns away from you got cancer, it was a big thing. Oh, did you hear that? It was a scarce thing. Now we're talking 30 years later. Now all ethnic groups, doesn't matter where you are, get the same amount of cancer. And we get not cancer of the breast and the prostate anymore. We get cancer of all parts of our bodies. And cats and dogs and pets, house pets, die from cancer. They don't eat what humans eat and what we eat. That is in the water. It's been pumped into our water for the last 30 years. And it's worse and it's going to get worse. And that is the cancer in our country is an epidemic. And that's where our first priority is. We have a filter, which is strongly negatively charged, which attracts the positively charged contaminants from the radioactive isotopes, and it holds it, and the water goes past, and then we clean it. And that is one of the main benefits of our water, to make sure the water that you drink from us, you will not get cancer from drinking that, or it will not be part of the process that you might get cancer, because we make sure that that is found. Because you must drink all the liquids in our country is got that in, because it's all made. It's in it. But now let's just think about rainwater. It's less, but there is atom bombs. That's what we explode. It's in our atmosphere. There's acid rain in the rain. Even the rainwater's got some of it in. Not as bad as in our country, in the waters, but we are a uranium-rich country. Up to 1972, all the uranium plants in the world, of the nuclear plants in the world, were bought with uranium from South Africa. Then sanctions came, and we could not export it anymore. And they put the uranium on top of the mine dumps, and that's how it went through to the underground tables. The underground tables are full of high levels of uranium. Now people take boral water, but there's uranium in it.
So actually, like even the bottled waters are actually like consisting of uranium.
It definitely got high levels of uranium.
So it's really not
South African water.
like I feel like we're facing a challenge here. So what exactly? Like your products. What exactly sets it apart from the challenges that we're actually facing currently?
All right. What I'm saying is this: the problem that we have in our national water is of such an extent. There's nothing one can do nationally. It's too big.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do something about the water that you drink and you and your family drink. And that's where we come in. We make sure we clean the water properly, take out the high levels of uranium, take out the chlorine, take out all the sewage. When the water is clean, then we put back all 84 minerals and trace elements that was found in water thousands of years ago. Exactly the same minerals and trace elements in exactly the same proportion as what it's supposed to be, as it was found at the time. That is the minerals we put back. And that's what makes a vast difference, makes a huge difference. I've got testimonials. I will keep you busy for 2 weeks if I just talk about the results of that. I can look at myself for that matter, what difference it made in me.
Mr. Karel, how old are you?
I'm a young boy of 75 years old.
75.
75.
I can see. Okay. You look fresher than a 75-year-old nowadays, I can say. And okay, so before I even go any further, I can see those takes. What exactly do the takes do? Because I feel like we need
You mean that the
takes behind the isotope filter radiation.
The first one is a glass filter.
Mm-hmm.
What it does, it takes out all the suspended matters, rust and mud and things like that. Takes all the suspended matters out. The second one is an isogram filter. Now, what is an isogram filter? When we realize there's high levels of uranium in our water, how am I going to take this out? How on earth am I going to take this out? Let me have a look. What happened at Chernobyl and 3 Mile Isle when the peoples were riddled with radiation? They're all going to die. They gave them zeolite to drink. What is zeolite? Zeolite is volcanic ash that burst out of volcanoes thousands of years ago and went and laid in seabeds, and it formed a mineral called zeolite, which is strongly negatively charged. Mm-hmm. They gave the people one helping. In one helping, they lost up to 32% of the radiation in their bodies. They kept on giving it to the people until the people were okay. Then they gave it to the animals. And then they put it in the rivers and dams and took it out. And that's how they cleaned up Chernobyl and 3 Mile Isle. Now that's when we came and we do a filter where our media and our main thing is the zeolite. The water comes in, the negatively charged attracts the positively charged of the radioactive isotopes from the uranium and holds it. Water goes past and it's out. Then we put it through a carbon block to take out all the chlorine and all the chemicals. Once that is out, we then put it through a reverse osmosis system to take out all the sewage and all the other impurities that is in the water. Then we have clean water, and hear me nicely, as clean as what rainwater was in ancient times. Because in ancient times, there were no acid rain because there was no atom bombs in our atmosphere. There were no pollution. So now this water is as clear as it was then. Now we got clean water, but that's dead water. That water, if you drink it, it's gonna bind with the minerals in your body, and every time you go to the toilet, there it goes. You cook your food in it, the osmotic pressure takes place, and it takes all the minerals from the food to the water, and you throw the water away. So that is not the water to drink. You now need to put minerals back into the water.
That's too much. That's too much. Okay, so now I think I can see that the bottles on the table have different what do you call those things? Caps. To exactly have the same
Let me explain.
Okay.
It's like this one. Living water. The living water is when we take the clean water and we put the minerals in 1 milliliter to a liter. That is your ideal drinking water. That's the water you cook your food with. That's the water you give to your cat and dog at home. That's the water you make your coffee and tea with. Everything that's going to go to your mouth comes from the living water. It's a nice, soft taste. It runs softly down the thing because this is the way water was and it's the way water's supposed to be. Now there is, I think that we need more minerals for people that have been training, women that's pregnant, people that hasn't had enough, people are dehydrated, where we do a water which we call the youth water. There we put the minerals in 7 milliliters to a liter. It's got a stronger salty taste, and the salty taste is the electrolytes, because the minerals is electrolytes to give bioelectrical impulses. So it's far more popular with women and children, because we do a stronger one called hydration boost, where we put the minerals in 15 times more, ultimate hydration, and that is sometimes for some people a bit too salty taste. It's actually a mineral taste. So this is a favorite with the children and pregnant women and ladies sometimes. But the most popular, and most people realize and most people understand it, the ultimate hydration. Then we put the minerals in 15 times more. And in that one, your red blood cells immediately repels each other, goes fast through your body, oxygen. If you have a headache and you drink one of these, headache's gone. Within 5 minutes, your headache's gone. I'm serious. Now, if you're dehydrated and you feel flat and you drink that, your headache's gone, your body picks up and you come strong. But then we also do them in a flavor. We put a little bit of flavor in everyone to make it more palatable for people. Because just the straight the minerals one like that, it's sometimes a bit salty, and then the people say, "Oh no," then we put a bit of flavor in, and now it's easier on the palate, and it's.
Okay, so quick one, a bit off. So South Africa is actually facing like high rates in diabetes. If a person was actually diabetic, it means that the pollution is the whole body, not the whole body per se, but she has to drink like different things from the normal person that drinks. I hope you understand me.
Right.
Is it actually proper?
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that the aluminium sulfate they put in the water to make the water clear is a big concern for the cause of diabetes? But let's leave that. Diabetes is an end result of the body not being able to look after itself. If the bodies were properly hydrated, the chances of diabetes might not have happened. Because every organ would then be able to help the other organ. But now you are dehydrated and it comes. But now if you have diabetes and you drink our water, you're actually giving your body an excellent chance of coping with it. I don't say it will reverse it. I say it will help you to cope with it.
But it also could be.
It will help you to cope with it. Give you a better yes.
Okay, so what made you actually like? I need to have 27 stores. If correct me if I'm wrong, you have 27 stores
Some about 27 stores across the country.
across the country. So what exactly made you move into East London and decide? Yes, I think people in East London need this water. What made you do that?
All right. Like us. Everybody in the country needs it. But we need to have someone in a area that wants to take up the opportunity of making the water and give it to people. I certainly can't do the whole country, and I certainly can't do anywhere. So what actually happened here, one of my drivers was running with one of our vehicles labeled, and then a guy saw it and he bought the water and he used it for 5 years, and then he saw the guy and he says, no, 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 I need a shop. And then he opened one in Victoria North, but then his partner, Mr. Pumi, and they opened it up. Then Mr. Pumi said, no, no, but my people, now that he understands the water, the minute he understood the water and he understood what that means, he says, our people in this one need it. We need it desperately. And he spoke with me and he said, let's open one in Istanbul. I said, let's do it. I want it everywhere. I want everywhere. People must, it is for the people walking on the street. It's for the cats. It's for the dog. It's for the gardener. It's not for rich people and people. It's for everybody. So he said, let's open it. And now we're busy. Opening another one in next month. We already have negotiations for another one next month. And he actually plans to open 10 in the Eastern Cape area. He is very serious because he realized the value. He's seen it, he's used it, and he says, but this is not fair. The people need it. You can see sick people all over, and it makes a vast difference into the energy levels in the people.
And how is the progress so far? And the responses like from people like Andy, you actually like you recently opened this one, you haven't opened like any other store other than this one here.
This one, yeah, this one is so new. It's actually, I think the actual opening is tomorrow or so.
Oh, the actual opening is
only tomorrow. We've just finished it. We've seen that photo there of Shanae Bosman, right? You can't see that. Shanae Bosman, I've just been to George now, where she's running another man. In 2016, Shanae Bosman won the Comrades of drinking our water. She started and she listened to me and she did exactly as I told her and the things. And Shanae won the Comrades. She was here comment on our thing, what she said, how well the water is done for it. And then afterwards she did extremely well. And there's so many. I mean, Khalid does the desert run. He runs Windhoek to Swakopmund, 400 kilometers through the Namib Desert. It used to take a week for him to recover to drive back. He drinks a hydration boost on his run. When the next day he gets in his car and he drives back. There is the amount of women that use our water that gave normal birth. I've had a lady which her child was. The doctor said the babies are dead inside the child. The twins are dead. They asked 1 day. She came to me and asked me, I said, well, there's nothing I can do. The doctor said the babies are dead. But I know that the children took the minerals out of her body, and the children are dead. There's nothing I can do. But let us try something. Let's just try something. I gave her one of the hydration boosts, 500 ml. I said, let her drink one now, and every hour let her drink one of the normal level. And let's just try and see what happens. And like she found the mother. Stop the doctor. I can feel the baby's kicking. The mother came and bought a lot of water. 3 weeks later, she came to the shop and says, the doctor said they've never seen such a medical miracle. I asked, well, what happened? Those declared babies doubled their weight. In 3 weeks, she was sent home and had a normal birth of twins, and she brought me the babies. Now, in Centurion, where I was from the shop, there's at least 15 children that I personally know about, where women were in the same problem and their family members came and spoke to us. And they listened to me. And they went and that women were ready for the babies to be born. Those children are born and they're happy children running. If they didn't do that, those children would have been removed. And we know what they call them? Medical waste. That's what they call a baby when they take them out. There is so much power when you drink water with the minerals. That's God's food. Water is the most primary, the most important nutrient in your body. It's more important than food. Really, and the quality of the water. It's not usually drink water that will drain from you or water that will poison you slowly but surely. But remember, when you drink water with chlorine and with types of bacteria out, you don't get sick. You don't feel that looks clean and you think it's okay. But what does it do in the long run? I'll give you an idea. I was 59, 60 years old when I started with this. I was a sick man. I drank handfuls of pills. I'm really talking handfuls of pills. 4 blood pressure pills. And by May, I had to pay in because my savings account was finished. I was really sick. My legs were swollen like this. There were juice coming out the side. And when I knew after we've done through test and threw water away, and then after we knew about the water. I cancelled my medical aid. I was at the top medical aid at Discovery in 2010. It is now 15 years later. In 15 years, I haven't had a headache, I haven't had a cold, I haven't had flu, I haven't had a running nose. So I laughed at COVID. I thought it was a joke because my body they couldn't do me anything.
So wait, you're trying to tell me that in 10 years, you
15
have
years.
15 years I've been in 15 years you have never ever went to a hospital or tried anything that has to do like with pharmacies and everything.
No, what was so good? I have pharmacists that buy water from me. I have doctors that come to me to buy water from me. I have doctors that come to me and buy them minerals from me. That's the way I see doctors. They come to me and
This is really a good one. This is really a good one.
I'll give you an idea. This morning, or this started this way. Yesterday, I was still in Cape Town. I drove from Cape Town through to George, and this morning, 4 o'clock, I got in my car and I drove from Cape Town to here, from George to here. It was an 8-hour drive with all the roadblocks and other things. And then I'm sitting and I'm strong, I'm tired.
So it boosts your energy. So what other products? Because as you can see that you actually have other products other than the water that you actually sell.
We have the
ones
most
that can
magic.
actually give you
We have the
energy.
most magic product. All right, we have another product which is it's the most recent on the market. This is the best energy booster that you will ever get. It's called liquid energy. What is it? It is the minerals that we put in the water. It's a strong concentration of it. You put it under your tongue, the whole 120 mils. Under your tongue, it absorbs. Drink water up now just to get the salt pressure. Immediately it makes your red blood cells repel each other. If you have a headache, if you have a bubble for that matter, because you are dehydrated when you have a bubble, it is gone within 20 minutes. Your headache's gone. Your energy is lifted. I'll ask you. You had one in your How do you feel now compared to the
Oh, I felt rejuvenated because I was a little bit down today and I'm just like, oh, let me just get this done. And then when I drank that, oh my God, I don't know what happened.
You see, it's a simple thing. God gave us water with minerals. He created our bodies with minerals. We as humans destroyed it. What we do at ancient mineral water, we bring water back as close as we could possibly get to the way God gave us water. And then we add the minerals and trace elements back, exactly the same percentage proportion as it was in ancient times. And we put that back into the water, it makes all the difference.
Hi, Sana. I'm still in shock. I'm in awe, actually. Do you have anything to say to the viewers? Do you have anything
All I
to
say
say
to them
before we
is,
even close?
all I say to them, we have a website, you can buy the minerals from there. But if you're anywhere close to any one of our schools, make sure you get for you and your family self. Make sure we have a. Now you might ask me, how expensive is this? So we sell the water 280 a liter. And we say a family is going to use at least 200 liters of water in a month. So we say do like a prepay where you pay for 200 liters of water up front, then it's 560 for the 200 liters. Then we give a discount of 110. So it's only 450 for 200 liters of water, which you can come and fetch as you need it. Right? Which means a 5 liter water that you refill from your own bottled water costs you 11.25. You fill a 500 ml bottle from your own water. 500 ml water costs you 110 cents.
True.
You make a cup of coffee, it costs you 50 cents. You cook a plate of food, it costs you 120 cents. That is extremely cheap for you and your family's health. And that's what I say to people. Try and make a plan, do something, and try and encourage people. People that's got money that wants to open the stores, try and get them to open stores in as many places as they can, because everybody in this country needs it.
So wait a minute. Before we close, just to be precise to the viewers, where exactly are those stores? Just name just to name a few.
All right, we got one in George in Cornerstone. We got one in Paradise Cliff in Stellenbosch. We got one in Boston in close to Durbanville. There's one in the Mars. Then we have one in Urania. Then we have one in Durban in New Germany. And we have one in Vanderbilt Park. We have one in Clarksdorp. We have one in Krugersdorp. We have one in Northcliffe. We have one in Sandton. We have one in Bryanston. We have two in Pretoria East. We have two in Boksburg, in Parlour Park, in Boksburg. And then there's another one in Boksburg. And then we have uh, four in Centurion. There's all, but there is, it's not enough by a long way. It's not, that is just a drop in the ocean. People really need to get it. There's about 55,000 people in this country that drink our water. In Centurion, where I am, people drive from Secunda, from Arabespoort down, from Groblersdal, from Wolbos, 150 to 100 kilometers once a month to collect 200 liters of water for us. They don't drink any other water anymore. They don't use it to make coffee or tea or anything with. And the difference is the health.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Karel, for that. I'd like to thank you, Kofu. And also, do you have any media pages so that people can actually look at it, look up on it?
No, the East Video, we got quite a lot of pamphlets and they can down to our website. And the website's in, but we also have health products, the most unbelievable health products, and that we haven't even touched it. But that is it's a different discussion, but a very strong discussion. What is on that shelf,
The one
people don't need anything any more than that's on that shelf for your health. What's on that shelf covers the whole family.
What do you have that just
All right, let's look at this one. The other will also be put in. We have the most incredible skin products. Then we have zeolite, which takes out the high levels of uranium and then take out the heavy metals out of your body. We have alkaline level tonic, which is 14 plant oils we put together to make your body alkaline. People that drank that, and I've many testimonials of that, they drank it, AIDS gone. They get cured from AIDS like this. Then they get cured from people that seriously drink it, it helps them tremendously with cancer. We have a nasal spray. Once you use a nasal spray, you don't use it anymore afterwards. We have an eye drop. You use an eye drop to do it. Then we have magnesium. There's magnesium crystals from the Dead Sea. Here is the zeolite. The zeolite, and just to remove the heavy metals from your body. And this part of our health products. So this a mask which has got the zeolite in, it's got the alkaline level tonic in, and then it's got the minerals in. I've had a violent spider bit me here. It was swollen like this, and it was mud, and it was green, and it was yellow. And the doctor wanted to cut it out. I said, "Doctor, it's all right. I put the face mask on it, and the toilet cleanser took me a few weeks, and it's healed." There's a little white pulp there. That was 3.5 years ago. The results we've had for people is unbelievable. Then we have moringa. Now, a lot of people know moringa, but what people do not realize, when you dry the moringa plant, you lose the vitamin C. And the vitamin C is the catalyst that makes sure your body takes it up. So once there's no vitamin C in it, your body can't, it means nothing. So we put rose hip back. What is rose hip? Rose hip is a rose plant which is extremely rich in vitamin C. And you have tremendous results with our moringa. That is the only vitamin you really need to use. Here's a sample of our nasal spray.
Okay.
And here's our eye drops. It's wonderful for eye drops. People have got nose problems nasal problems for years. They use this, they're not even halfway through this bottle and they heal. You know, and then we got stuff like liquid sweetener. Sugar is bad. Sugar causes cancer. Sugar is not good for you. The liquid sweetener, in the sugarcane plant, you get glucose and sucrose. Out of the sucrose, they take out sucralose. And the sucralose is only the sweet on the palate of the tongue. It can't give you any energy. It can't give you, it's only the sweet on the palate of the tongue. But there's a problem with sucralose. The powder is so fine, you can't dispose of it. You can't package it. It is literally impossible. So people do sell in stores. I've seen big holders like this. And they say 1 teaspoon equal to a teaspoon of sugar. It's 600 times sweeter than sugar. Those holders that they got there, there's not only 3 milligram of sucralose in there. How do I do it? I pack it in our hydration water. 4 drops equal to a teaspoon of sugar. You can give it to a type 1 diabetic. You can use it all day long. It can't do him any badness for his diabetes. But now it doesn't have to use a sweet taste. You can give it to a small baby before she goes to sleep. Or sleep like 3.
So it doesn't actually like use energy to the baby.
No, you can't get any energy from it. It's only the sweet on the palate of the tongue.
Okay.
You want to eat broccoli raw, it's not nice. Put a couple of drops on this and you eat it with broccoli easy.
Hey, I think the world has said. Thank you very much, Mr. Karel, for being here and also for giving us your time. I know you're a busy person because we have stores to open. And please make sure, guys, that you actually follow. Please make sure that you guys have to follow and also go to the website. Please say the website again.
It's AncientMineralWater.com.
ancientmineralwater.com. Please check it out. And also you can actually purchase from that website. That is from me to you guys. Thank you very much.
If I might say something,
Yes,
am I? Listeners, please. This store is open in East London. You guys do not realize how privileged you are to have this store here. The gentleman, Mr. Mpumi, that has opened the store, have done it especially for you people in East London. Please, for your own health, the store's here. Come and get your health back. Thank you.
I think you've heard Gebetwana Monty. By Monty, come here. See, this is a fair road. I believe it's a fair road in Petstein. Petstein, yes, I said it correctly. Petstein shop. Petstein Center. Yes, thank you.